Here we go. We'll start off with a warm-up to get things moving. Windmill. Begin. Hinge forward from your hips with a straight back. If you can't touch your foot with straight legs, then bend them slightly at the knee. As you reach down with one arm, reach up and back with the other. Next exercise. Forward lunges. 3, 2, 1. Forward lunges. Begin. Take a long stride forward with your feet at hip width apart. Keep your heel down on your front foot and bend both knees to lower down. Keep your chest up and shoulders back over your hips. Next exercise. Vertical arm rotations. 3, 2, 1. Vertical arm rotations. Begin. Stand upright with your feet at shoulder width and a slight bend in your knees. Make soccer ball size circles with your fists by rotating your arms above your head. Next exercise. Glute bridge. 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge. Begin. Set your feet up under your knees so your shins are vertical. Push down into your heels using your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back to lift your hips. Hold the top position by actively engaging your glutes. Next exercise. Push-up on knees. 3, 2, 1. Push-up on knees. Begin. Your body should form a straight line from your knees up to your head. Keep your elbows in towards your ribs and your forearms vertical. Your head and shoulders move forwards of your hands as you get lower down. Next exercise. Sumo squat. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Set your feet up so that they are wider than shoulder width and your toes turned out. Sit your hips back and down. Keep your chest up. Next exercise. Side bend on floor. 3, 2, 1. Side bend on floor. Begin. Draw your belly button down towards the floor to engage your core. Roll your head and shoulder blades up to reach your arms as high as possible. Bend to one side to try and touch your heel with your fingertips. Next exercise. Running in place. 3, 2, 1. Running in place. Begin. Lift your knees up to hip height. Stay up on the balls of your feet whilst running. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees and keep that at this angle during the exercise. Next exercise. Side leg lifts. 3, 2, 1. Side leg lifts. Begin. Lay down on your side but prop yourself up on your elbow. Keep your legs straight and together. Then use your obliques, abs, and leg muscles to lift your legs up and down. Change sides. Begin. Next exercise, calf raises. 3, 2, 1, calf raises. Begin. Stand with your feet at hip width. Contract your calf muscles to lift your heels up as high as you can. Use a chair, rail, or wall for balance. Next exercise, mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, mountain climbers. Begin. Lean your shoulders forwards over your hands and look at the floor just in front of them. Bring your knees in underneath you, level with your elbows. Amp it up by hovering your front foot instead of putting it on the floor. Next exercise, squats. 3, 2, 1, squats. Begin. Sit your hips back and down with your weight in your heels. Bend your knees and keep them above your feet. Keep your back straight. Next exercise, running in place. 3, 2, 1, running in place. Begin. Lift your knees up to hip height. Stay up on the balls of your feet whilst running. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees and keep that at this angle during the exercise. Next exercise, duck walk. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Bend your knees, push your hips back and chest up. Walk forward and backward, staying low. Next exercise, forward lunges. 3, 2, 1, forward lunges. Begin. Take a long stride forward with your feet at hip width apart. Keep your heel down on your front foot and bend both knees to lower down. Keep your chest up and shoulders back over your hips. Next exercise, jump squats. 3, 2, 1, jump squats. Begin. Sit your hips backwards and down as you bend your knees whilst keeping a neutral spine. Stand up explosively and jump up off the floor. Land softly and lower into your next squat. Next exercise, front kicks. 3, 2, 1, front kicks. Begin. Stand up tall with good posture. Aim to raise each foot up to hip height without bending it at the knee. Next exercise, High knees. 3, 2, 1. High knees. Begin. Keep your chest up and arms horizontal. Pick a fixed point to look at to help you balance. Next exercise. Rear lunges. 3, 2, 1. Rear lunges. Begin. Take a long step backwards and stay up on your toes of your back foot. Bend both knees to lower yourself down into the lunge position. Keep your feet at hip width throughout the movement. Next exercise. Crab walk. 3, 2, 1. Crab walk. Begin. Aid your core and glutes to lift your hips off the floor by about 6 inches. Walk back and forth by taking small steps with opposite hand and foot to create the movement. Next exercise. Hip raise. 3, 2, 1. Hip raise. Begin. Focus on lifting your hips using your glutes, hamstrings and lower back. Set your feet up under your knees so shins are vertical. Next exercise. High jumper. 3, 2, 1. High jumper. Begin. Jump up and reach as high as you can. Absorb the landing by bending your knees and sitting back into your hips. Next exercise. Wall sit. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Make sure your ankles are below or slightly in front of your knees. Don't let your knees collapse inwards. Three, two, one. Take a 30-second break.